Hello and welcome back to the Rumbleman podcast. I am your host, the Rumbleman, and today for our first topic of today is going to be Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Arsenal away at Palace, and the last time these meet it was a 2-2 all draw, and Arsenal were 2-0 up. Was a very bad disappointment with Unai Emery in charge of the team when the team wasn't doing so well, and we think we should have got rid of him before that, but it's fresh now. It's Arteta's turn. It's his time to shine now. Can he beat Palace? And the team is. I'm not going to predict the team today because he took me by surprise there in the FA Cup on Monday with Socrates at right back. So if I predict the team now, it's probably going to be completely wrong. So I'm going to wait till all the injuries and the full squad come back to start doing a bit more. I will give you a score, and I think it's going to be 2-1 to the Arsenal. I think Palace have been on a bad run of form with 1 win, 2 losses, 2 draws in the last 5 games, and Arsenal under Arteta now, it's been 1 game of them was with Freddie Umber, but it was 2 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws. So it's going to be a tough game for both teams. Arsenal are 10th in the league with 27 points and Palace are 9th with 28. So if Arsenal beat this to get one more closer to try and reach the top 4 again, but I think that's a goal way too far to reach now. I think Arsenal need to focus on is the Europa League. Palace are doing alright this season. No mid-table club, Roy Hudson there. It's the youngest manager versus the oldest manager, and it should be a really good contest, and I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow at 12:30. And then yesterday I was looking at the MLS draft. So a draft is like all the best college players will get picked to go play in the MLS now, and there's 2 new teams in it now. David Beckham's my International Miami, and I forget this new team that's in it. It'll come back to me soon enough, but he got a first draft pick then. He did a little video chat with the person in draft with. He was a striker I think it was, but it was just weird. I'd never seen the MLS draft before, and what piqued my interest, there was an Irishman there named Aaron Malone, and he was drafted number 16 by Portland Timbers. So, and he's originally from Dublin, so we'll hope to follow his career now and see how he is, because the fellow Irishman, and I think that's a great opportunity to go over there to the United States and branch out over there. I think it's a better option than going to England. I think the US has a better program for college students as well to get them into the professional leagues, and I think it's a better environment for you there as well. And I know a person who used to do that, went over to America and told me a lot about it, and it seems like a really legit place to go to try and get spotted over there in America. There'll be more opportunities for you as well, more things to do, more advertisement over there, show you what it's really like, and a good place to go, a good country to go to too. Man, they're playing your trade in like Los Angeles or Miami or something like that, or New York. Like, what a place to go instead of going over to England or going to Wales or Scotland like that. No offence to them countries, but like the sun or hot weather, everyone around you, more things to do. And Aaron Malone is a very good player. He has 2 great good feet on him. I was looking him up yesterday. He could take a great penalty. Not a lot of players can these days. He can pass with both. He can pass with both feet, left or right. He has a good vision of the pitch. Looks like a great leader, and I think when he goes to Portland Timbers, he's going to make a great asset. And I can't wait to watch him. Going to give me a reason now to get watching the MLS to see any other Irish players that come out of there. And I hope he does really well. I hope he gets far in life and he gets what he wants. And that's the thing, I always wanted to talk about football when I was younger. I wish I was younger when I was like maybe 12 or 13, that someone did put an arm around me, like a coach or a scout or someone like that, to tell me this is how you become a professional footballer. It starts at this age, the age of 12, 13. This is where you need to put your head down, work out. Don't work out as in like go to gyms, like get up in the morning, do your running, do your first touch, hitting the ball off the ball, practice your headers, practice all that. It starts at 12 and 13. If you really want to make it as a professional footballer, that's where you have to start. You have to start there and then. I know you have your friends, you're going to have family, but you have to put your 100% commitment into that. But it's very hard for telling a young kid to do that at such a young age, to give up all the fun things he wants to do growing up. But then you have to make him think that, is it worth it? That's when you know, and you can decide yourself there and that are you worth doing the sacrifice to get to where you want to be, to get a good life, to play football in the biggest stadiums, get the best contracts, support your family wherever you're from. But over here it's kind of like you get on with it, you just do it as a fun hobby. Like some people do that, some people just play football for the fun entertainment purposes and getting your confidence up in, like, you can't get up in school, so you do sports to get your confidence there in other fields. But anyone out there who has a cousin, nephew, son or whatever who's at that age now and you think he can make it, tell him now and tell him that he has to commit now. Died in Everton. He has to do it now if he really wants to make it at the top level in football now, because I've seen a lot of people in my day who I thought would go on to be on the TV, and one day I could be like, oh jeez, I played against him, and all, they're great players, but I don't think I know anyone knows anyone out there in Ireland that's making it now. Let me know, because I remember when I was growing up you could name the whole Ireland team. Now I'm a miss with the Ireland team. I don't know who's on it anymore. But I think that's another that's another thing for Ireland as well, to focus more on the football. I think there's a lot of players out here that could have been famous and could have been out there and made Ireland, and they could have got as far in the Euros. They could have been the Wales. We could have had one of them 2 or 3 gem players making up in the league. One like Ramsey, he plays for Juve. You have Gareth Bale. Like 2, we could have had that. We could have had someone like Roy Keane, Robbie Keane, like 2 players at the top of the game with 2 great clubs. There's no one out there really, I don't think, that's a great player for Ireland at the moment. And I think we start a lot of players who don't even start for their own clubs, so that makes it even difficult. I think start players who are starting in their clubs regularly, day in, day out, and the players who aren't getting started, I'm wondering why not tell them, look, you need to go to a new club or try and get in the starting 11 and get more games under your belt, because that's the only way you're going to improve and get into the Ireland squad. Now I'm just going to talk about things I've seen today on the internet, and I've seen an Uber driver trying to get scammed. So it's a thing where you jump into a taxi, you put an Uber or a taxi, you put in the wrong address, and then you go, oh no, I meant this address, can you just drop me over here for a £5? Here's a £5, that's all I have. And the customer kept doing this. Uber driver, oh, you can drop me up for a £5, you can drop me up for a £5, and he just kept saying, no, look, you're going to have to get out of my car now, you have to get out. No, I'll pay you a £5, I'll pay you for. And he goes, if you don't get out now, I'm going to drag you out of the car. Get out of my car. And he would not get out of his car. He just kept saying, please, I'll do it for £5. Like, no, just get out of my car. So he went out the driver went out to get him out of the car. And then the fella in the back locked all the doors and locked the driver out, and goes to the front of the window, rolls it down and goes, so you're going to drop me to my place now? And he goes, you just robbed my car. And he's like, I'm not robbing your car, just drop me to the place for £5 and I get out your car. And he's like, no. Get me in the car, let me in the car. And he's like, no. So he kind of does like a little U-turn to make it look like he's going off with the car. And then he comes back, goes, you're going to do it for £5, you're going to do it for £5. So the driver eventually goes, yeah, okay, I'll go in for £5. So he gets him to open up all the doors, gets him to sit back in the back seat. Once he sits in the back seat, he just opens the back door, throws him out of the car, shuts the door and jumps back into his taxi. And I'm thinking, what an absolute idiot to ask, oh yeah, you'll do it for a £5 now. It's like, you just tried to attempt to rob his car. Why would he do it for you? And then I was just thinking to myself, if that was anywhere in Ireland, all the taxi driver would be like, yeah, buddy, no worries, I'll bring you to your destination. Straight away you'd be looking up, there's the Garda station, guards coming out arresting you straight away. That's what I would have done. I would have went straight, yeah, I'll bring you there for a £5. Find the nearest police on the street and go, yeah, look, he won't get out of my car, get him out. And that was it. That would have been done, dust, and it would have even been funnier as well to see him getting dragged out by the police. And then another thing here I've seen is a man getting confronted by a family about hunting deers and hunting in general. And the thing about argument is, it was a man in his about 40s or 50s, and then he had a few kids around. I think one of them was his son. Came right up to this man's window, started shouting at him, saying, why are you doing this? And the kid was so upset. He was like, you can obviously see he was crying, just saying like, you're an evil man, F this, F that, you're evil, look what you do. And he's like, but I kill and eat, this is how I get my food. Do you go to the supermarket? Yeah. Don't you buy food there? Yeah. Well, they're getting tortured in like factories and all that. I'm just going out here with my gun, doing this, killing them and eating the meat. I'll eat everything of this meat. What's wrong with me doing the same thing you're doing? But you're killing innocent animals. And then the kid kept saying, do you have a pet? And he's like, yeah. He goes, so then why are you killing things? He goes, I didn't know deers were pets. And then the kid just kept saying, F you, over and over again. The kid was about 10 years old. And I'm just thinking, why is the father letting his own kid go over to him and arguing with him? Tell all your kids to go away, let him talk to them and grown-ups and say it to him. And then all the adult kept saying was, you have loads of heart, well done, you're a big man. It's like, as long as he's killing these animals and then he's using it as food, as dinner, and this is how he gets on in life, fair enough, let him do it. But if they're going out there killing for fun and for cruelty, then no, obviously that's not, you don't want that allowed in any country, in any part of the world. And then I seen another thing there where These two robbers tried to rob this man's house, and he has an app on his phone where there's a camera outside and a voice. So then you'll get a notification on your phone to say, "Oh, blah blah blah, someone's at your door." It'll come up, the screen will come up, show you who's at your door, and you know who's been around your house. And then this man walks up to the door, and he obviously is trying to rob the house. He keeps banging on the door, see if anyone answers, kind of looking around, showing where he's going. Then he pulls out a walkie-talkie, starts calling for someone. Then another fella pops up, gives him like a big, gives him a screwdriver, and he's there trying to break it in. You can see he's struggling and struggling. The noise is, "Get away from the door." And it was your man on his phone, wherever he was, speaking on his phone, telling the attempted burglars to go away. And you should see them just skirting across, running for their lives when they heard someone like that. And I think that's a very good idea for anyone out there who is living in not a good area or thinks that you have a lot of valuables in the house that need to be looked after. That'd be a great app for anyone out there who's looking to protect their houses maybe in a cheaper way, like just in an app kind of a way. And that's all I'm going to have for today. I want to thank you so much for all the support I've been getting off everyone lately, and I really do appreciate it. And I hope this is bigger things to come, and I'll get better and better each day. So thank you so much for everything, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.